Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Chic Out. Today I'm going to be doing a review for you on the board game Coimbra, which is illustrated by Chris Quillams and published by Eggertspiele. Okay guys, let's dive right in. I was super excited to get this to the table last night. I've been wanting this game for a really long time, ever since we picked up Alma Mater. I've heard about its sister game, Coimbra, so we finally got it to the table and I was just so excited. This game has some of the mechanics that I love to see in strategy games, dice drafting, that little bit of luck factor, set collection that helps you score those big end game scoring points, a game that allows you to pick up victory points in several different ways depending on what cards you pick up. So this game checks off all those boxes for me. So as we go through the board, you pick up on your turn, the first player will roll die, and depending on how you pick up your die and play them in this city on the different levels, depends on which row of cards you get to pick from. So those cards are your engine builders. Another checkbox right there for me. So when you're building your engine, the game is played over by different phases each turn. And by the way, this game only plays over 4 rounds. Yes, you heard that right. Only 4 rounds to get your stuff moving and grooving. Another checkbox for me. So you only have those 4 rounds to strategize. So you got to pick something and hone in on it. This is not one of those games that you can just go, ooh, willy-nilly, I like this, I like this. You have to be structured and sit down and go, okay, I'm going to go this way. Otherwise, you're just going to get left in the dust. So as you are playing these dice in the different levels of the city, it determines which row you get to pick cards from. So you want to pay attention to those cards. Some of those cards have a C on them, which allow you to play their effect during different phases of your round. Also, F cards will do that too. And then you have endgame scorers. Oh, I love endgame scorers. They totally can just make a horse come back and go, oh, beat you. Didn't even think about it, did you? So I love me a good endgame score combo. Some of these cards, if you get them together, man, are they whammies. My husband had 2 really good cards last night that he ended up beating me by like 30 points with just those 2 cards. I was like, yeah. So those are super important to me. And then you just I love getting cards that just keep getting triggered, like really good cards that either get you resources or they let you pick up new cards or you can score different tracks. So in this game, there's 3 different sections of the board that you want to pay attention to. It's those cards that you can pick up, the middle of the middle of the board where you can put your pilgrims. So your pilgrim moves around that little middle space, and all of those intersections, the spots, the monasteries he can stop on, all give you bonuses. I had an awesome one last night that every time I put down a disc, I got to score a victory point. So that was solid. Of course, I was going to move my pilgrim around the board. Why wouldn't I? And then the third section of the board are all the different tracks. So you have your scholars, your merchants, and all of those guys. They're all color-coded. And as you move your discs up on the tracks, you get the bonus of where your disc lands in the space. The iconology in this game is very easy to read, very easy to pick up and understand. So you definitely want to pay attention to those tracks because you will score those tracks in your income phase at the end of every round of this game, including the last round. Which I thought was pretty cool because in most games, your last round, you don't get to go through that entire end game scoring phase, right? This one you do. So definitely keep pushing on those tracks. The other fun little aspect are your quests. At the end of the phase for every round, you get to pick one of the 8 or 6 quests on the bottom of the board. Those all have fun little endgame scores, so do not forget about those. We totally did. Some other things that I really loved about this game, the artwork, a lot of people complained is very similar to Alma Mater, and it is. But they are sister games, so you have to just give it to them. It didn't bother me that bad. I didn't find them to be super similar. I didn't feel like I was picking up a student or picking up a professor. I felt like I was picking up who I was supposed to be picking up in this game. I loved the little aspect of like the bonuses on the cards that you can pick up. I love how easy all the iconology is to read. Like I said, a lot of games that you just I find that I have to keep referencing and referencing the rule book. This one I did not. Once you could figure out what those things were trying to tell you, it was very easy to correlate them and mix them up with the rest of the icons. So that made it super fun. How you determine first player each round is how many crowns you pick up. So that was another fun little blip. Crowns get put out every round, and there's bonuses on the top level of the, the top level of the city, the castle. There's only 4 of them. So once they're gone, they're gone. So you want to pick those up kind of quick, because those are super fun to play with as well. And they get you some really good scoring points too. I mean, there's one bonus that just lets you put discs down on voyages. I mean, why not? All in all, guys, I really, really enjoyed this game. It's definitely one of those games that I can just pull out and play with my husband after a long, super heavy work day. It's enough strategy to tickle my brain, and it's just got all those check boxes for me that make it fun and light. But again, there's enough of that little strategy to keep my gears turning, which I absolutely adore. Also, if you actually really do like this game, the expansion adds a couple fun elements, which I would recommend picking up. It gives you lifestyle dice and bells. The bells go down the score tracks on the top cardboard pieces of the 4 main tracks. And those are mega end game scores at the end of the game. Just another nice way to pick up some extra VP. And the lifestyle dice allow you another turn. So in a normal round of Coimbra, you only get 3 turns. With the expansion, you now get 4, which was lovely. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Leave some comments down below. Let me know if you've played this game or if you plan to pick it up. I'd love to hear your thoughts and reviews. Otherwise, I hope you can like and subscribe to my channel so you can just get some more fun content. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.